I am tired. My stomach hurts. My heart is racing. My eyes are burning. You say all this, but I ask you, who is saying it? There is a body. There is pain, fatigue, sensation. But who is the one saying, my? You say, I am tired, but you also say, my clothes are dirty. Look at the structure. My clothes, my body, my mind. You never say, I am the clothes. So why are you so certain I am the body? From the moment you were born, from your first cry, the world rushed to give you an identity. They gave you a name, a number, a certificate, a nationality, a religion, a face. And they told you, this is who you are. But look closely. You chose none of it. Not a single thing. Not the body, not the name, not your parents, not even your language. All of it fell upon you, like a poorly written script you were forced to perform. Now the body ages, and you suffer. The body gains weight, and you suffer. The body gets sick, and you panic. But tell me, if you are not the body, why suffer with it? Because you've identified yourself with what is temporary. You've become a slave to something that was never you. Let's pause now. Silence. Now, just observe your body. Close your eyes and feel. Breathing. Heartbeat. Pulsation. Gravity. All of it is happening, but you're not doing it. The body acts, but you observe. So I ask again, who are you? Are you the owner of the body, or just a temporary guest? You're living in this body, just like a traveler in a hotel. But see the absurdity. You spend your whole life renovating the hotel, polishing the mirrors, decorating the walls, chasing beauty. But you forget to meet the guest himself. You invest everything in the structure and nothing in the inhabitant. Look at social media. It's all body. Body, body, body. Editing, surgery, showcasing, food, lust, performance. A whole circus built on a character that is going to die. Do you really think that's you? If you lost an arm today, would the eye vanish? If your face changed tomorrow, would the eye disappear? The body may change 1,000 times, but you remain. You observe all changes, and so you are not what changes. You are what stays. And yet, you fear death. You fear it because you believe that when the body dies, so will you. But how can that which never began ever end? You were not born with the body. You merely entered it. You will not die with it. You will simply leave. Just like light is not destroyed when the bulb breaks. Look, the body is a vehicle, a tool, a temporary instrument. But you are the silent presence behind it all. You are not visible. You cannot be touched, measured, or compared. You are the clarity behind the eyes, the hearing behind the ears, the feeling behind the skin. You are the unmoving witness. But of course, you don't want to hear this. You want to believe the body is you because it's comfortable, it's visible, it looks good in pictures, it gets validation. But truth is not comfortable. Self-realization does not flatter the ego. It shatters the mirror. You want truth? Then repeat after me, without hesitation.
I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am the one who observes. I am the awareness behind all form.
You escaped the lie of the body. Now face the bigger lie, the mind. You say, I'm thinking, I believe, I feel, and yet again you attach the word I to something that is not you. Tell me, honestly, have you ever decided your next thought? Have you ever controlled a single fear? You say, I'm anxious, I'm nervous, I'm overthinking, but where are you in all this? You didn't create the thought, you didn't choose the worry, you didn't even want the emotion, it just happened. The mind is not your creation. It's a machine of echoes. It speaks your parents, your religion, your education, your past, your wounds, your habits, your ego. It speaks, and you mistake it for yourself. But listen carefully. What the mind says is not what you are. If you were your thoughts, you'd be 1,000 people by now, because yesterday you thought one way, and today you think another. In childhood, you feared the dark. Now you fear loneliness. Tomorrow you'll fear death, and after death, who knows? If you are the thought, then where are you when thoughts are silent? If you are the mind, then who is aware that the mind is talking? Let me ask you something difficult. Have you ever sat quietly and listened, really listened to your mind? It never stops. It jumps from fear to fantasy, from past to future, from craving to guilt, from noise to more noise. And you believe this noise is you. That is your slavery. The mind is like a screen full of pop-up ads, images, ideas, stories, urges, constant motion, but no center. You think you're driving the car, but you're being driven by thoughts you didn't choose, by desires you didn't inspect, by pain you never questioned, and the driver is asleep. You say, I want success, I want peace, I want happiness. But these wants, are they really yours? Or were they programmed into you? By advertising, by society, by wounded parents, by jealous friends, by an insecure childhood. Your mind is not you. It's just a reflex, a conditioned machine. And here's the hardest truth. The mind feeds on conflict. It lives in duality, right and wrong, good and bad, success and failure, pleasure and pain, always swinging, never resting. And yet you try to find peace in it? Peace cannot be found in the mind. Peace begins when the mind is seen for what it is, a tool, not a self. Watch the mind. Don't follow it. Don't fight it. Just witness it. Let it run. Let it panic. Let it perform. But you stay as the one who watches, and slowly something will shift. You will realize, I am not the thoughts. I am not the storm. I am the sky behind the storm. So, what is freedom? Freedom is not controlling the mind. That's still slavery. Freedom is seeing the mind and no longer believing it. Freedom is letting the mind talk and not mistaking it for truth. You are not the mind. You are awareness, and awareness needs no thoughts to exist. So now I ask again, if you are not the body,
and you are not the mind, then what remains? That, my friend, is the beginning of self-realization, not in thought, not in emotion, but in still, silent awareness.
So far, we've peeled away two illusions: the body, the mind. Both not you. Both objects you can observe. Both things that will change and vanish. Now the question arises, and it must arise. If I am not that, then what am I? Most people never ask this because it's uncomfortable. It's raw. It removes all masks. If I'm not the body, then this name is not me. This face is not me. This voice is not me. If I'm not the mind, then my beliefs are not me. My memories are not me. My story is not me. So what remains? Let me tell you, you are not a thing, not an object, not something that can be described. Because everything that can be described is already outside of you. You are not a name. You are not a form. You are not even a feeling. You are the awareness in which all forms rise and fall. You are that which sees, that which knows, that which is even when everything else is not. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever truly experienced yourself? Not your thoughts, not your emotions, not your reflection, but you, that presence within you that never ages, never speaks, never changes. You were 5 years old, then 15, now maybe 30, 40, 60. The body changed, the mind evolved, but you, the seer, stayed the same. You were that which watches birth and watches death and belongs to neither. You are that space of silence before the first thought appears and after the last one dissolves. You are the light in which this entire life is being projected, but you are not the projection. You are the screen, untouched, pure, silent, still. The world is movement. You are stillness. The world is time. You are timeless. The world is noise. You are silence. The world is form. You are the formless. Now listen carefully. You cannot become what you truly are. You could only stop pretending to be what you are not. You don't need to search for your real self because it's not lost. It's just buried under the noise. It's here, right now, watching these words without any effort. That which is watching through your eyes, that which is hearing through your ears, that which is aware of every thought and still untouched by them all, that is you. Not a man, not a woman, not young, not old, not good, not bad, not anything, just presence. And now you have a choice. Go back to the body. Go back to the mind. Resume the game of names, roles, fears, ambitions. Or stay here, in this space, where nothing is missing, because you are not a thing. You are the source. This silence is not empty. It's you, the real you. Nothing to add, nothing to fix, nothing to become. Just this infinite, clear presence.
So we've reached the threshold. You've heard the truth. You've even tasted it. You're not the body. You're not the mind. You are awareness itself. Still, you hesitate. Still, you resist. Still, you look away. Why? The truth is not difficult. It's not far. It's not complex. So why do you avoid it? Because the truth threatens everything you've ever built. The truth doesn't threaten you. It threatens your false identity. It threatens your ego, your story, your attachments, your masks. It comes like fire, and fire doesn't negotiate. It doesn't ask for permission to burn. You say you want peace. You say you want freedom. You say you want truth. But what you really want is comfort. And truth is not comfortable. Truth is a mirror, and you can't lie to a mirror. You stand naked in front of it. No role, no title, no excuse. Just you. And most people aren't ready for that. What if your entire identity, everything you've believed yourself to be, was just a mask? What happens when the mask is ripped off? Panic, loneliness, confusion. Not because the truth hurts, but because the lie is so old, you forgot it was a lie. You fear the truth because truth will take away your familiar suffering. And yes, you are attached to your suffering. Your anxiety, your shame, your ambitions, your failures, you wear them like a uniform. They give you identity. And truth? Truth takes the uniform away. Truth says, you are nothing, and therefore you are everything. But you want to be someone. You want to be special, valued, recognized, remembered. Truth doesn't care about that. It doesn't care about your legacy. It doesn't care about your pride. It just is. And so you run. You meditate to avoid real silence. You read scriptures to avoid direct seeing. You go to temples to avoid yourself. You chase spirituality to escape the truth that is already inside you. You fear the truth because truth has no story. And without your story, who are you? Nothing. And in that nothingness, you find a vast, infinite stillness. And the ego says, that's death. But that's not death. That's liberation. What dies is not you. What dies is your prison. The truth will not make you more powerful. It will make you empty. And in that emptiness, you will find a peace no possession ever brought you, a clarity no thought could ever explain. But the first step is the hardest. You must stop protecting the lie. Do you really want the truth? Then prepare to lose your victimhood, your success story, your wounds, your image, your masks, your name, everything. Because what remains after the fire is who you truly are. The truth is not frightening. What's frightening is that you might have to face yourself without filters, without distractions, without escape. But know this: only those who are ready to die are ready to live.
You've tasted awareness. You've seen that you are not the body. You are not the mind. You are not a thing. You are the witness, the space, the light behind all experience. But now the question comes, what do I do with this truth in the world? In a world of noise, chaos, urgency, how does one live as stillness? Because let's be honest, the world doesn't want you conscious. It wants you reactive. It wants you greedy. It wants you busy, angry, distracted, addicted, always reaching, always lacking. Because a sleeping man is profitable. A conscious man, dangerous. Every advertisement is designed to tell you, you are not enough.
Every political campaign screams, fear them, hate them, obey us. Even education. It doesn't teach awareness. It teaches performance. From childhood, you're trained to compete, not to see. You were never taught how to be still, how to be free. So now you must learn to live against the tide, not as rebellion, not as drama, but as a quiet flame that refuses to go out. You won't fit in. Let me say that clearly. You will not fit in. Because to live as awareness is to no longer serve the game. You will look insane to the sleepers. You will look weak to the ambitious. You will look lost to the so-called successful. But inwardly, you will know something they don't. You will walk slower. You will listen more. You will speak less. You will chase less. You will see more. You'll no longer need validation, because truth doesn't need applause. It doesn't need followers. It doesn't care about likes. Living as awareness means you no longer react, you respond. You no longer rush, you move with clarity. You no longer beg, you give. You no longer identify, you witness. You will still go to work. You will still pay bills. You will still face loss and gain. But you are not in it. You are aware of it. That makes all the difference. Imagine a lotus. It grows in dirty water, but it is untouched by the mud. That is you. The world can continue its chaos, but your center remains untouched. This is not detachment. This is not escapism. This is clarity. You don't run away from the world. You walk through it without being owned by it. But don't expect ease. There will be loneliness. There will be temptation. There will be days when the mind pulls you back. That's okay. Just keep returning to silence. Keep watching. Keep choosing presence over performance. Again and again. And each time you return, you burn a little more of the false. You want to live as awareness? Then stop pretending. Stop performing. Stop lying. Stop selling yourself for comfort. Let the fake die. Let the silence lead. And most of all, never forget who you are. You don't need a new lifestyle. You need a new way of being. Not louder, not faster, just more real. Live as awareness, not to impress, not to escape, but because anything less is slavery. You live surrounded by people, family, friends, followers, colleagues, strangers. And yet, you've never felt so alone. Why? Because you are alone. And deep down, you know it. From birth, you were told, you belong. You're part of something. You need others to be complete. They taught you to attach, to cling, to depend, to serve. But not out of love, out of fear. You were taught that being alone is dangerous, that without others, you are incomplete. But here's the truth. There are no others. The idea of others is an illusion constructed by the ego to avoid its own emptiness. You project roles onto people: mother, lover, enemy, friend, mentor, follower. And behind every label,
There is no fixed self. No one is what your mind thinks they are. They change. They betray. They disappear. They die. But you, the one who watches, remain. You have never truly met another. You have only met their image of you. And they've never met you, only the mask you perform. So all your relationships are between masks. Ego to ego, need to need, fear to fear. Not love, just dependency in costume. You say, I can't live without them. But who is this them? A body? A personality? A collection of memories? Or just a mirror that reflects what you're too afraid to face alone? The truth is, you're not afraid of losing others. You're afraid of facing yourself without distraction. Spirituality begins the moment you stand alone, without needing anyone to confirm your existence. Alone does not mean lonely. Alone means whole, not divided, not spread across attachments. It means, I don't need you to be me, and you don't need me to be you. This is love. This is truth. Yes, there will be sadness. Yes, there will be emptiness. But stay. Don't run back to the herd. Don't run back to noise. Let the silence hurt. Let it burn. Let it reveal. You will see that what you called loneliness was your deepest access to freedom. Everyone came into your life on their own path, and they will leave on their own time. You can hold no one. You can own no one. Even those closest to you exist only as passing clouds in your sky. You, the sky, remain open, unmoved, vast. You don't need a tribe. You need truth. You don't need a soulmate. You need silence. You don't need approval. You need to remember, you came alone, you'll leave alone. You are alone, and that is not a curse. It is your nature. So stop clinging. Stop begging for permanence from those who are temporary. Let them come. Let them go. Let them change. But you remain rooted in what doesn't move. Your aloneness is not isolation. It is clarity. You were never meant to belong. You were meant to see. And when you truly see, everyone is gone. And yet, nothing is missing.
The world taught you, chase what you want. Desire creates life. Without ambition, you are nothing. So, you spent your life chasing success, chasing love, chasing approval, chasing God. But pause now and ask honestly, where has this chasing taken you? You were told that desire gives your direction, but all it gave you was restlessness. Every goal you reached was followed by another. Every achievement you celebrated was followed by a quiet emptiness. You're not chasing because you're free. You're chasing because you're afraid to stop. You believe that stopping means you'll disappear. But let me tell you the truth. Desire is fear in disguise. You desire because you believe you are not enough. You want because you believe something is missing. You run because standing still terrifies you. And so you became a beggar. Begging for love, begging for attention, begging for success, even begging for spiritual awakening. You turned life into a transaction.
But what if you could act without needing? What if you could move without chasing? What if action was not a way to get, but simply a response to clarity? The awakened one does act, but not from ambition, not from fear, not from ego. He acts like the wind moves, freely, silently, without ownership, like the sun shines without pride, without asking for recognition, like the tree gives fruit without needing thanks. Real action is not noisy. It doesn't seek results. It flows from inner stillness, not from inner hunger. It's not about what I want. It's about what is true now. Desire asks, what will I get? Awareness asks, what is needed? This is the secret. The one who chases suffers. The one who acts from stillness is free. You don't need to sit in a cave. You don't need to renounce the world. But you must renounce this inner hunger that never ends. Renounce the chase. Renounce the becoming. Renounce the ego that always wants more. So, how do you live? Live like a flame. It burns, not for a reason, but because that's its nature. Live like silence. It doesn't seek. It doesn't move. But it contains everything. Live like awareness, fully present, fully clear, fully empty. And let every action arise from that. So, stop chasing. Stop asking. Stop trying to become. Just return to yourself. And in that returning, life flows as it should. No fear, no ambition, no noise. Only presence. This is the end of the teaching. Not because the truth is finished, but because now there's nothing more to say. Only to live in silence, in clarity, in truth. You were never lost. You only believed you were something else.